Hey guys, welcome back to my channel once again. Okay, so today we'll be talking about Artemia Cysts. Okay, how to hatch them. Some people call them baby brine shrimp. Okay, so we'll be talking about how to hatch the eggs. Okay, and just basically about all the technicalities and everything. Okay, how to make the hatchery and everything. It won't be in a single video. It will be a video series like A to Z. You can call it a complete guide or instructions or yeah, whatever you'd like to call it, but it will give you a complete thing of hatching the eggs and stuff. Okay, so I'll try to include as much information I can. So it will be like, yeah, this is all you need to get started with hatching. Okay, now Artemia or baby brine shrimp, newborn baby brine shrimp is an excellent food source, guys. Excellent protein source. And I feed these guys with this. I've fed these guys. So you can feed it to any species, any breed, whatever it is. Okay, all baby fish will take it, and they love it, guys. Okay, they just love it, absolutely love it. And it's a super food, guys. Okay, full of protein, full of good stuff, and ultimate growth rates. Okay, ultimate growth rates, color production, everything is good. So if you have been using something else other than Artemia or baby brine shrimp, and then you switch over to it, you will instantly notice the difference, guys. It's that great. Okay, you'll be noticing the difference within a day or two. Not exactly a day or two, maybe 3 days into feeding, you'll notice the difference. Okay, so that's it, guys. So in this video we'll be talking about the hatchery. Okay, how to set it up and how to build a hatchery, how to set it up and things. And the coming maybe next video or the video after that. Okay, the coming videos we'll be talking about the technicalities. Okay, how much salt, everything. All right. How much, how many grams of salt, how much Artemia to add per liter of water, everything, all technicalities in the coming videos. How to harvest, how to feed, etc. So let's not waste any more time, guys. Let's jump right into it. Alright guys, so this is the model that I've made, guys. Alright, so this is the hatchery. So what I've done is I've taken a 2-liter bottle, and this is the bottom of another bottle, because I just didn't want to reduce the volume of this one. So all my measurements would be according to 2 liters, and if I would have cut it from here, then we wouldn't be able to exactly measure how much of water is there. Like you would be, but then it's a pain in the butt. Okay, so this is how it's made, guys. All right, so if you see the entire this thing, so this is how it's made. So this is the end of it, and there are 2 lines. All right, so what I've done is, guys, one sec, so just a second, guys. Yeah, so alright, guys, so it was just a hard time. I just had a hard time pulling this inside the pipe. Okay, because all the openings are just made exactly so that no leakage of water or anything is there. Okay, so this stuff is this thing right here. Okay, it's a blood transfusing set. You'll get it at any medical store. It's available. Okay, it's not cheap, but yeah, you can get it. Alright, so you can get this cheap anywhere. And so this is the thing, guys. Okay, so what I've done is I've just taken this bottle, okay, and just made a hole in the cap so that the bigger side goes into it. And then if you observe closely, guys, you can see these holes made on the bigger end. Okay, so that's for the air to come in. And then if you open this side, there are holes here too, but then you don't want those holes because then water tends to flow in through them. Okay, so because it's a little bit bigger than the ones that we've made. Alright, so this is it, guys. And as you might notice, like, I've not applied any sealing agent. Alright, maybe M-seal or silicone. I've not applied anything. The reason being is the holes are just made to fit, guys. Okay, if you see, it's smaller than the pipe itself. Okay, you might have a hard time squeezing it through, but then you'll get a proper finish and then you don't have to struggle with all the leakage and things. Alright, so, and the other this thing is just a regular airline hose, guys. And what I've done is I've just taken this out and connected it to a controller, guys. Okay, so this one will be the air inlet and this one will be the pipe through which we harvest our Artemia. And I'll tell you why we have not used this. Okay, as you can see, this comes with a controller of its own, so that's a good thing. That's why I use this. Alright, so why I haven't used this as the outlet for our baby brine shrimp is, if you can see this white part, guys, this is a kind of a fine mesh. Okay, and the baby born newly born baby brine shrimp, so these things get stuck to the net, and even the cysts, guys, the unhatched ones, will get stuck and then you'll have a hard time getting it out. Alright, so this one's better, guys. Alright, so that's why I have two pipes, one for the air and the other one for harvesting the baby brine shrimp. Alright, so, and this is the bottle, guys. I've not done anything to it. What I've done is I've just cut out the top of it. I mean, not the top, is the bottom, but then we'll be using it as the top. Alright, because the bottle will be standing upside down. Okay, so, and I've not cut it all the way. Okay, so you might notice that. So that's the reason being is it acts like a lid, guys. Okay, so you don't have to just remove it. You just open it up, do your thing, put everything inside, or even if you have to wash it, you can wash it and just leave it there. Okay, you'll never have a hard time getting it out. And another thing why I've kept the lid on is when air comes through, guys, the bubbles tend to splutter around and the contents just fall out. Okay, sometimes the water tries to splash out of the bottle, so the cap helps you in that too. And one more thing to keep in mind, guys, is to make these holes, like not pinholes, make it a little bit bigger, so that the Artemia, I've seen when you make it pinhole size, the pressure isn't enough to move the Artemia cysts efficiently, and those things tend to get stuck in these ridges. Okay, in between these ridges they tend to stick to the bottle surface. So it'll be better if you have a little bit of turbulence. Okay, little bit, just a tiny bit of turbulence. So and then what you do is you just put it inside, close the cap. Alright, and just pull it through, guys. Alright, just pull the pipe through. See, as I told you, guys, everything is just made to fit, so that's why I'm having a hard time to pull it in and push it out, but it's worth it, guys, because then you won't have to worry about leaking and things, and you won't even have to use any sealing agent and stuff. So this is the model, guys. Okay, it's a heavily efficient stuff. Okay, you don't have to go through all the pain, and whenever you want to switch off the air, see, this is the on position and this is the off position of the air inlet that we invented, you can say, kind of. Alright, so this is the switch off position, this is the on position. Whenever you want the air, you can just switch it on, and you can control basically how much of air you want. Right, it's a mini controller, not a mini, like a makeshift kind of controller, and it's even used, originally it's used for that, right? So it's a controller stuff. Alright, so you can control the air. If you want to switch it off completely, just drag it down. So this is the model, guys. Alright, so that's it, guys. That's how you make a hatchery, and that's just a design that I invented, and there are many designs, so whichever one suits you the best, guys. Okay, so this is just a simple design that makes things easy. Alright, so that's all. That's the basic process of making a hatchery, guys. So in the coming videos we'll talk about all the technicalities, meaning how much salt is required or not. Alright, and how many grams of cysts per liter of water, and many other things. Alright, so subscribe, guys. Okay, please subscribe to my channel, and comment, guys. Okay, comment all the mistakes that I've made, and comment all your queries and questions, and like, subscribe and share, guys. That's the only way you can help me grow, guys. Alright, So I'll see you guys in the next one.